Hi everyone, Rishabh and I will be going over the installation and maintenance process for Pluma. So the prerequisites for this software is that you have Git installed. So if you don't know how to install Git, you can Google how can I install Git, and it'll show up a bunch of useful documentation that you can use for that. Secondly, we're gonna install npm, which uses Node. So here we have npm install. So what we're gonna do is npm install -g on our terminal. So for the purposes of this video, we're not gonna actually execute these commands because we already have these installed, and we don't want to take a long time with overriding and all of that. So you would basically just click enter after running these commands, and it should install properly. Now, Rishabh's going to take us on how to install Pluma and how to install the Pluma GUI.
Thank you, Cesia. So now that you have Git installed, the next step would be to clone the Pluma directory, and you would go to your desktop directory and do git clone and the link of the Pluma website. And so this is a website, and it's their main GitHub branch, the master branch, and it has all the information, including the plugins folder, which is very important for our application.
Now, if you have trouble finding it, you can look up FIU bio.org. Alright, you can go to research, Pluma pipeline, Pluma GitHub site, and this will bring you to the same site that I was just on right now. So here you can git clone. So like Rishabh was saying, you can do git clone under the desktop.
Yeah. And once you clone it, the directory will pop up in your desktop directory. So once you have the Pluma directory, your next step would be to go inside that directory. So you do cd Pluma, and you would git clone our Pluma GUI interface, which Cecia will show you is a clone link.
Right. So this is in our Bitbucket, which has this URL in it. I'll show you right here. So it's https://sp-jira.cius.fiu.edu:7443-scm-plma-git.git. It's easier if you look at it rather than me saying it. So yeah, then you would click enter and it would download.
Now, it's an important step to clone this inside the Pluma directory, like we said, because the application uses the plugins folder inside Pluma to display the information. So it's really important for you to change directory into Pluma and then git clone our GUI.
Right. So after you git clone it, you can cd into it, and that is where the next step will be.
So the next step would be to install Electron, because our application runs on Electron. So you would just type in npm install electron-g. Once you click enter, it'll install Electron. If you need any more help, you can go to electronjs.org. There's some more steps in there, more details about it. But npm install electron-g should work just fine.
So you would hit enter and it would be installed. After that, you would install Cheerio, and that is the same thing. You would just do npm install Cheerio. Again, if you run into any problems, which you shouldn't, you can go to cheerio.js.org. As you can see, the installation is very simple and short to the point. Cheerio is used to do the web scraping, so it's a dependency that I mainly used. Okay, Now, in order for the whole application to actually work, we have a couple of paths that can be changed according to the user, simply because, you know, your username is probably not the same as mine. So I'll show you in the code. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do now is open up your code. Okay. So here in the code, if you go to readmeparser.js, and if you look at the third line, so it's the first real line of code, which is test path, you will see that there is a path right here. This path should be relatively the same because we made you guys download Pluma inside your desktop. The only thing that changes here is the username. Um, so here, you would just basically write in, like, you would delete my name, Cesia Bulnes, and you would write in your own username and command save it in order for everything to work. And then the same thing in index.html. I'm gonna look up my name. So in lines, I wrote it according to lines because I am the last person to push in the code, in the repo. So line 60, 211, and 255 will have these paths as well. And it's the same process. All you have to do is delete my name and write in your own username. So I'll show you the other ones. Here's 255. It's to execute the processes of, you know, like having each plugin being downloaded to the correct folder. So 60, 211, and 255. After that, you would be all set. You just have to save it. So after you save your code, you can go to Pluma GUI, and then in order to run it, you would just do electron dot and hit enter. And there's the code. There it is. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, you can refer to our installation manual.